in our house. We call it the internet. Well, the first thing I need to do is turn on my old PC. And yes, I'm still using the old system Windows XP. Why? Well, because I don't have much more, so that's it. So let's add some image, but before to continue, I have a question. Who creates the internet? Do you know? But nobody else? So I'm going to talk about them right now. Well, the internet was created by Bob Cohn and being served on decades of 70s. And believe it or not, the internet was created by a military reason on the rise of the Cold War. Yeah, the Cold War. Well, the reason about the Cold War is a political, ideological conflict between the United States of America, the capitalism, and Soviet Union, the socialism. And and no, sorry. And also, the internet was launched before the Sputnik. And I talk about the satellite Sputnik, not the vaccine of Sputnik, just for you know. Well, the US government has feared a Soviet attack on military bases, and this attack could be exposed some classified informations. Talking about exposing apparently my PC detects some malware, but don't worry, people. I have the best antivirus on the world. We call it Baidu. So just ignore this and let me close this pop-up. I don't understand that thing. Why the branch make the close button so small? This is annoying, yeah? Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably to receive more money on the month. Well, anyway, I'll continue. The internet. No, sorry. Eventually, the internet has become a successful nationwide experimental package. Eventually, but when the first internet started, well, don't have exactly day, but believe it started on 6 August 1991, when the World Wide Web was opened to the public. And like you see this image, the decades of 70 the PCs is very big. Yeah, probably you need this room or another one to have this computer. Compared to nowadays with small computer. Well, small compared with this computer, probably very very big. Yeah. Well, after some years after this, they just have a dramatically grown numbers since the inception. We believe or not, the internet started with connection on 10 computers. Crazy think about this, yeah? The internet was created with connection on 10 computers. It's crazy think about this, yeah? And nowadays we have 400 or millions of people connected directly on the internet. Like the whole difference it is, yeah? And like you see this image, this is the location of these 10 computers we use to create the internet. There are some famous locations too, like Stanford, Lincoln, Harvard. And now the country with the highest number of users with China, with 1.4 billions of people. It's a lot of people. It's not a million people. It's a billions of users connected. It's a lot of people. Yeah, don't agree? Yeah. And in second place, we have India with 1.3 billions of people. It's considered a lot of people. Yeah. Well, but you probably will think, why I need to use the internet? Why I need this? Well, the first and the obvious one is because you can share information through the internet. Now the next one, because the internet banking is become easier, the tiresome wait lines is almost eliminated with the creation of e-bank platform. Anyone here use some kind of e-bank platform?
Yes.
What?
In the bank.
I hear about it. I recently opened an account on a new bank. It's very good. Now the next one is buying things on the internet. Because the internet, you buy practically, literally everything on the internet. Like some examples, food, groceries, household items, cars, too, houses, and much more you can think. Now the next one. The internet is a great place to entertainment, like You can watch videos, play some games, listen music, and of course, watch memes. Who don't like memes, isn't it? Yeah. Well, the next one is social media. Like some example, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We brought people closer and helped people to connect to each other a long distance. Like some, for example, right now we are using Zoom to connect to another people to another country. Like some example, in Senador Canedo to Michigan, yeah. Now, the last one is the education system has changed. Because of the internet, any students around the globe we can have access to online classes. For example, what happens in COVID-19, most of people we need to use the internet to connect to online classes, yeah. Well, throughout the internet have a lot of beneficials, but we have some kind of disadvantage. And first of them is cyberbullying. Let me resume about, simplify the cyberbullying is a bullying on virtual environment. In virtual environment, like some example, social media. This consists with negative comments and attacks and aggression and defamation. And I took two victims of this cyberbullying. And one of them is a Brazilian star, believe it or not. Well, the first one is Bruna Marquezine. This is happening in 2018 when she travels to Italy. She posts some photos on your Instagram profile, and after this, she receives a lot negative and attack comments. But why? Because about your tininess. Kind of strange, but okay. Now the next victim is Selena Gomez. And believe it or not, this is happening this year in the Golden Globe when she received awards of the best actress on a comedy series on the series Only Murders on the Building. Only Murders on the Building. She received negative and various attack comments with about she received and went. This is very sad to think about this, yeah. Well, the next one is advertising in spam. Well, the internet, advertising the internet is the best place to advertise because compared to traditional advertising, like some except TV, radio, or newspaper. But you probably receive more spam in your inbox than a junk mail. But why this is happening? Well, because advertising the internet is possible to send it on massive scale. And talking about spam, I have some curiosity about this, more specifically the name spam. Do you believe the name spam comes from this canned meat? Well, this canned meat will have some kind of dubious quality. I know we have some people like it canned meat, but it is a small quantity of people. So almost of people don't like this canned meat, but still continue producing. Why? Why is producing this? Well, because it's a cheap meat, and some restaurants use this cheap meat or receive more money on the end of the month. So that's the concept on spend on the internet. Is that most of people don't like it, but still producing or existing. Now, next one, violent and pornography image. But you probably will think yourselves, what's the problem with pornography on the internet? I don't see any problem about this. We have a lot of problem with this, but I will talk about them later. So the next one is about the hacking, virus, and cheating. On the internet, you have many malicious users and hackers can steal your personal information and your profile in social media. And talking about hacking, apparently someone's trying to hacking, but don't worry, people. Remember I talked earlier, I have the best antivirus on the world. We call it? Baidu. Good. So let's ignore this focus, okay? Continually, the health uses and obesity. If you frequently if you spend so much time on the internet, surf on the net, and playing some games, you probably have some problems with obesity and unhealthy lifestyle. Someone here have this kind of lifestyle, or you know someone who have this kind of lifestyle?
Yeah.
And you?
I do.
Yeah, really? So simple. And the best is the primary motivation of depression. Talking about depression, that's my next topic. Depression and social loneliness and social isolation. I mean, well, this data is the most of problems of the depression in the world. But why this is happening? Well, it's because most of people compare their life to another one on the internet. This is happening to you. Someone compare their life to your life, or do you compare your life to another one? Yes. Who? Did you compare someone? Who?
Lots of skinny models.
Skin models?
Yes.
Why you do this?
Because I'm stupid.
Oh,
Not much.
DiCaprio compares his life to mine.
Really?
He would like to be me, but he will never.
Really? Okay. Well, now the last one is the children on the internet. Internet is not useful anymore for children because they spend too much time on the internet. And on the internet we have unethical and pornography communities available on the internet can distract their minds. Remember I talked about violence and pornography image? So that's the problem. That's the problem with this. No, that's the problem. It's because pornography and violent image distract their minds. Okay, that's the problem, and therefore data can be bypassed as part of protection because we have a lot of tools available on the internet. So that's why you need to keep your children away on the internet, or at least see what he's doing on the internet, what he's searching, what community they are, at least. Well, and that's it. Apparently my PC crashes again. And thanks for watching.
Okay. Uh, Camila, question.
Yes. Well, first of all, I really enjoyed your presentation. I like the format of like the retro computer because that's what the internet looked like when I was learning it. But wow, that was really great. Um, my question: do you think that if the internet went away, do you think that people could survive and go back to how things were before, or would we not know how?
Okay, don't listen to what you say. Can you repeat? I don't listen correctly.
If the internet went away, do you think that humans could survive today without the internet?
Probably not, because most of people is connected to the internet. She have a lot of things connected to the internet, like some like money. So if the internet simplified disappeared, then money disappears too, because we have some crypto money.
Um, what about the popularity of internet? For example, what's the difficulty of having internet all over the places, especially in Brazil, when we consider Brazil this wide country and we do not have the access of internet for everybody? Why is that?
Well, because it's because more the geography of the Brazil, because we have some mountain, and because those mountains complain to build some towers of the internet, but it's possible to build like mini tower or repeater for the internet. It can be expand the internet.
Okay. Camila?
Yes, one more question. So you talked about social isolation and loneliness. Do you think that the internet brings us closer together, or do you think it makes us more different and brings us farther apart?
But can you repeat again? They have some problems of connection.
Sorry, do you feel like the internet makes us more connected and it brings us like together? Or do you think, because you talked about loneliness, do you think it makes us farther apart?
Um, maybe. I. I'm. But can you repeat again? I don't see this correctly again. Sorry.
Here's an example. Do you feel like people spend more time together, like in person, or do you think they spend more time talking on the internet?
Yeah.
On Instagram?
I go out of the internet a little can be helped about the social isolation. Talk more to people, go around, and that's it can be helped a lot.
Taking into consideration the question that you made, for example, don't you think if we had no internet today, this depression would increase or not? Because people are already addicted to that, aren't they?
Well, if like someone said, if the internet disappears right now, probably the depression could be disagree, but could be less. But probably some days after the disappearance of the internet could be more depression because it's not the internet this heavy because like some examples bullying on the school bullying schools that's continue happening. So that's the cause. It is not the primarily motivation the internet, not the primary depression, but it's the one the most because we have another one like some examples bullying on the schools, yeah.
Okay. Any other question, Camila?
No, very good job.
Thank you.
Thanks. So we can close.
Yes.